And we're live.
Okay. Well then, let us begin. So, hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of As the Tengu Flies, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign. I am the DM, Fiona, also known as VixVox3, pronouns she, her, and I will be the DM and every NPC. And I will pass it over to Astrid.
Hi, I'm Astrid. I'm the host of this stream, and my pronouns are she, they, and I will be playing Yarra Shadowtide of House Thul, and her pronouns are she, they as well.
Hello, I'm Blastflight. I go by he, they. I'll be playing Yule, who is also he, they. I pass it off to Dot.
Hello, I am Dot. I play Iori. Both me and my characters use she, they pronouns.
I'm Grumpybear. I'll be playing Drin Bromson, the dwarf. Our pronouns are he, and him.
Saadi?
Wandren.
Did
Your mic still muted?
Yep.
Oh my god, I was introducing myself too. Hello everyone, I'm Wandren. My character is Saadi al-Kathiri bint Fadlan. We are both she, her.
Okay. And with that, I believe we're ready to begin. So, Blasty, if you could please give us the rundown on what happened.
Certainly. Last week, we entered into Minakami Ongaku-Mura and made some choices, which ended up with the death of the mayor and the death of many of the bandits that that were there. Now, we are at a crossroads. Do we pursue the bandits, or do we return to Kirahata? We left off at our campsite, and we are questioning. And I pass it back off.
So, just to add a little context, now that we're on the camp map, the party had wanted to decided to leave the town and camp down for the evening, just to make sure they were rested up and ready to go before making their decision. So they witnessed the bandits leaving one day ago, and currently they are about a day's time ahead. Over the evening, and as the morning came, a bard that the party had encountered had already left the camp, leaving behind a sheet of sheet music. And so now the party is camping and deciding what to do and where to go next. And so we begin.
All right.
What do you do?
Yule, having packed up his portion of the camp, looks to the others. So, what is the call? As far as I can see from from what we've been talking about, that we think pursuing these bandits is the best course of action.
I think that this course of action is ill-advised. However, if we must do it, then I think that we should do it stealthily.
Well, seeing that they got a day's, at least a few hours ahead of us, that should be rather easy, at least in the beginning.
I think we should also scout out. If we do find their hideout, we should scout it out before we even plan to make an attack.
Agreed. I would say Iori might know the lands better than most of us.
So what is Iori doing at the moment?
Smoking, probably.
For her,
It is incredibly common sight to just that she is just chilling, Kisaru pipe in hand.
for her part, Saadi will just be borrowing Iori's alchemy equipment to manufacture more black powder and bullets.
For what it is worth, her gear is like extremely well maintained. So this is it'll be nice even for on the road.
Mm-hmm. What about Drin, what is he doing currently?
He'll be standing just outside off over here and scanning the pathway behind that we just came up to be sure there's nobody following.
Okay. After about 10 minutes of scanning and just checking, you are pretty convinced that no one's pursued you to this camp. So you're free to clear whichever direction you wish to go.
And I relay that to the party.
Okay.
All right.
So then, what other morning preps are you all doing? Like, are you enjoying breakfast? Are you doing any, besides smoking, are you doing any, like, daily rituals that you start the day with?
Yarra would be preparing breakfast for everybody.
Yule is actually taking a few moments, actually, to say a ritualistic prayer as he puts on Rhyme's harness, getting him harnessed for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Just a basic prayer to General Susanoo for a good hunt and a good fight.
Oh, okay.
While far from formal, Iori would also probably take time to pray.
Saadi would be writing down her latest adventures in her notebook. While I pet my cat, because she is a little shit.
Baby!
Alright, so
Yeah.
then I assume that everyone's just getting their things together and doing their morning rituals.
Yep.
Is there anything that you want to highlight? Like anything that you want us to see your characters doing?
Specifically, Yule. You can see that he's taking his time and eating each piece into, just breaking each thing down and savoring everything that he can, because it's very rare for him to actually have such meals.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of which, Yara, would you like to roll crafting to make your breakfast?
Sure. Uh,
Remember, you do have a hero point.
yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, but
need...
do you really want to use that here?
Not really.
Yeah, it's just
for
it's an average breakfast. It's not nothing special, nothing terrible. It's just an average breakfast.
Yeah.
Actually, if you don't
Um,
mind me asking, does Pathfinder have any equivalent to taking a 10 or buying hits?
I believe. Let me take a look at that real quick. Um, Okay. What I was gonna say is that there isn't a taking 10 specialty, but because you still have some of the spices that you picked up over the journey, that would bump it up to a 10. So that's why it's just an average meal. Nothing special, nothing terrible. You know.
The only thing I can think of would be assurance. The old feat assurance, which
Yeah,
allowed you
that would
to
be.
forgo a skill check, do 10 plus proficiency bonus.
Yeah, that's if you have the that feat. Mm-hmm.
Which I don't, so.
It's a legacy content feat at the moment.
Well, there's a remastered version actually.
Oh yeah, there
Yeah,
is. Huh.
I just want to mention that as Saadi's eating her food, she makes a little face.
It's not my best work. I do apologize.
It is most enjoyable.
Yeah, seems fine to me.
Travel
Actually reminds me.
rations.
Yeah, it reminds
Saadi
me.
Saadi puts down her meal, not only half finished, and she says, "I appreciate the effort you put into this meal."
Yule looks over. If you're not gonna eat the rest, I'll take it.
She immediately hands it over.
Granted, it's nothing like the cooks back home. They certainly could cook far better than I. But it's trail rations. What do you expect?
By the way, real quick, go ahead.
Yule definitely just devours everything else he's given.
Just so that you know, this is mainly for Drin, but it is the 6th of Shaldo, Star Day. Okay, so, is there anything else that the party would like to prepare for the day?
Nope.
Oh, I gotta do my alchemy reagents. I mean, I already have it more or less figured out.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard at first level, so it shouldn't take too long, rather. But yeah, so prep what you wish to prep.
Yep. Alright, I already got it done. I realized I only used one alchemy thing yesterday, or last time, so I just fixed it, or set it back.
Alright, that works. So, with that, camp is cleaned up, and now the party can continue on their way. But the question is, do you wish to pursue the bandits towards the north of Minakami Ongaku-Mura, which is Water Music Village, or do you wish to take the trek back to Kirahata? What does the party wish to do?
I think we were all in agreement to pursue them.
Correct.
Reluctant agreement.
Okay. 4/5.
Yeah. Okay, so since you wish to track, tracking is going to be the DC is going to be 12, and it's going to be survival. You'll be moving a little slower because unless you have a feat that says otherwise, you're moving at half speed because you're checking tracks and doing all that. So, who would like to be in charge and who is helping?
Let's just go over who sort of has the highest sort of survival rate. Does anybody have better than a 4?
No.
No.
Absolutely
Then I'll-
not.
Then I'll take lead then.
I've got a 4, so I'll support.
All right.
Okay, so Drim, go ahead and roll yours first.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
Anybody else? Anybody else helping?
Nope.
Nah.
Alright, so that's going to give you a +1 to your roll, so we'll go ahead when you're ready. Oh, and by the way, everybody go ahead and give yourself one hero point.
I'm using that hero point.
Well, yeah, because that would be a failure, so go ahead and roll that.
There we go.
Whoa.
22 is going to be a critical success. So,
Nice.
what that means is you follow the trail, and because you follow the trail exceptionally well, you are going to be able to make an hour's of progress instead of half an hour progress. So, an hour passes, and the trails begin to peter out as you make it towards the low hills. Just like an hour up away from Minakami. So, go ahead and make another roll.
All right.
I don't suppose that there's any way for the wolf to help. I mean, wolves are famous for their noses.
Yep, they can use their perception since they do have the scent ability.
All right. So I'm gonna roll my wolf for his for assisting. Let's see. So that's survival roll.
Mhm.
Oh, never mind. The wolf is not helping today.
Well, the wolf
That-
would be using perception anyways, right? Not
Well,
survival.
yeah,
yeah, it would
you're-
be perception.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's still in that one, but
Well, that
I'll
was the
allow you
wrong-
to reroll.
yeah.
I'll allow you to reroll.
Let's see. Perception, you said?
Yeah, for rhyme.
Oh,
All
there
right,
we go.
that's going to be that's not going to be enough for a +1, but it doesn't hurt your effort. So, Drin, if you could give me another survival check, and then Yule.
Yule. Yep.
Ouch.
Ooh.
My God.
All right, that's going to be a -2 to your roll. What I'm determining is that Drin, while searching for tracks, got distracted by the wrong set of tracks. Thankfully, it was not enough to dissuade your progress, and you managed to keep following the trail. You do have to slow down to about a half hour's pace. So you make it a little bit further into the highlands as the clouds begin to darken, as small dark clouds come into view in the distance. By your best guess, it'll rain within by about noon today. Thankfully, you still have some time before then. But at this point, before we do our next search roll, I would like somebody to roll a flat d20 check to see if you get a random encounter today. Somebody who hasn't rolled.
I was gonna say either Wandren or Dot.
I
They
guess
have
I
not
can do
rolled.
that. I will roll a d20.
Yep, just a roll. Alright, that's a random encounter.
Uh-oh.
So I will. Now, it's not necessarily going to pop in immediately, so we'll find out what it is. Give me a moment. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, you guys.
Is it
And.
the mushrooms?
Okay, interesting. Alright, so I will keep that in mind. So,
Oh no.
Ominous.
Very.
you'll have to continue following the tracks. So, Drin, Rhyme, and
Yule.
make your and you'll make your checks.
Drin.
All right. Rhyme did not roll well enough to give a bonus, nor did Drin, but so you have no bonuses, but you make your roll.
And
Ooh.
wait, I do that. I'll guess I have to use up my last hero point then.
All right, go for it.
Oh.
All right. So you continue to follow the tracks, and it's now about 2 hours since you woke up this morning, and you make it deeper into the highlands. You're scaling up a difficult road, and you end up having to take a kind of a diversionary track because it seems like the bandits had trouble scaling the hills, maybe perhaps of recent rainfall, so they had to take a detour. But on the way, you spot something strange, and you look off to the side, and tucked in the middle of in the crook or kind of like a dip in the hills, you see a small shrine, and it looks like a stone shrine made of granite that is just sitting alone with a circle dug in around it and a small offering bowl. A
Oh, boy.
religion check may be able to determine who it is a shrine to.
Saadi is actually trained. Oh wait, no, she isn't. Never mind.
Or a relevant lore check.
No,
Can
she doesn't have a
I
relevant lore either.
do Chuye lore?
You certainly may, actually.
I did a straight religion check, got a 14.
Okay. That's going to be enough. So Jasper and Iori and Drin both have determined that this is, based on the markings around the shrine, as well as the arrangement of the stones and the dug-in dip around it. You determine that this is a shrine to Fumeyoshi.
Fumeyoshi. That would be.
Yeah, and
Fumeyoshi.
Fumeyoshi is the god of envy, graves, infamy, and the undead. They are a deity that the Oni worship, and basically they are the patron saint of vengeance against those who have earned wealth or prestige that they do not earn. So Fumeyoshi, the Lord of Envy, is a very envious and spiteful deity. However, you could possibly gain favor if you perform a ritual or some sort of observance for Fumeyoshi. But do you wish for such a god's favor? What do you do?
If Drin and Iori explain exactly what this god is, she would just outright refuse to participate in any ceremony.
You know, actually, that's a good question. Do you two explain?
Iori does, but in like by her tone of voice, it is clear that she does not want anything to do with this. She's explaining it out of courtesy.
Yule looked at it with much disdain. Best option is to leave in reverence. Give it its space. Give it no foul energy. Just bow and leave.
Drin will drop 2 coppers into the offering bowl, give a slight bow, and retreat.
Okay. Give me a religion check. I am going to. Yeah, give me a religion check, if you please.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my!
Is anyone else going to do that? To do anything with the shrine, or are you just leaving it by?
I'm leaving it alone.
Yule
Saadi's leading
just
it.
Yule bows with respect, and that's about it.
Okay, that will not be enough. Drin, for a moment, the skies seem to darken and apart, almost as if the clouds are making way so that a divine force can look down upon you. It is just for a moment, but you do feel a presence strengthening you. You can claim a +2 to your next attack or any check where you're competing against someone for the next 24 hours. And it's not one you can save, so your very next check that's relevant, you can use it.
Cool.
So that's +2 to any skill or whatever check.
Specifically, either an attack or a roll, any check you're making that's competing against or opposing someone else. Basically, when you're trying to beat someone.
Gotcha.
But with that, the party continues on their way. So,
Also, since
yes.
Yule has used all of his hero points, could Drin take the lead since he has not used them yet?
That is fine. I'm fine with that. I will
That
roll
is true.
my two. I'll roll my 2 assists.
And
A
Dren,
six.
if you wish to, you could use this +2 here to show up the ranger. It's up to you.
Please do.
You are going to get a +1 from you.
I believe in interpersonal competitions other than life and death.
Fair enough. So you get a +1 from Yule.
For what am I throwing?
Survival.
Survival. Ouch. I'm going to re-roll that.
Yeah.
That's
Hoorah.
That's better.
That is much better. So you spend some time following tracks, and eventually you do find your way again. And another half hour passes. Another half hour passes, and eventually the party makes their way. The trail goes through some gray, rocky area, and you find that you're on. You're not quite at the Chuyokai forest yet, but you find that you're approaching a small, a smaller forest. That's on the outskirts of this large, massive forest. It's in the middle of Juye. And as you come towards it, I am going to need someone besides Drin and Yule and Rhyme to roll perception. Because you guys were busy with the track following.
Sure.
Ah, nice.
Iori, would you like to roll to assist?
Sure. This is something I am choosing now.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be a
Nice.
critical, so that's going to give you a +2 to Yarra for a 22. So, the two of you stop the party before you crest over the nearest hill, because you spot something up ahead, and you tell them that as you're getting closer to the edge of the forest where the trail is going, that there are watchers, basically watching the path. And let me take you to the map. One moment.
Something.
So, I think everybody should see their characters.
Yep.
Excellent.
Zoom out a little.
Indeed. This is a fairly large map.
Yep. So,
Alright. Set that off.
you
to the
see that
side.
there is one watcher who is currently standing on a stone looking at the ahead road. And I'm going to use the map function to direct your attention. But you see one watcher that is here. And you also see some figures that seem to be popping behind the trees near here. It's very clear that they're watching the road. So, the question is, what will you do?
Well, I think was someone else going first?
No, you're good.
Okay. I thought I heard someone.
I giggled. Sorry.
If possible, I feel like some of us should try and sneak up and get a better look at them. See if we recognize them as the bandits from before, or if these are new people.
A good idea. Too bad we don't have a lens or anything.
Or a
Yeah.
distraction to pull them in closer.
Oh, just throw on the Sonics again?
I like where your head's at.
I suggest we find some kind of cover, though, before we pull them in.
Definitely.
Okay. If you'd like to look for some suitable cover, give me a stealth check. Who would
I will
like
do
to
that.
take the lead on that?
I've got
I'm good at stealth.
I'm trained in stealth.
Same.
I have a 7 in stealth.
Oh, you
Huh?
first.
Yeah, you get well, us first because
Yeah.
we're assisting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. So that's going to be a critical success. You can put yourselves up here
Where?
or over
Up
here.
on the
Yeah,
on the ridge,
basically
okay.
like up on the ridge, and that's going to be considered medium cover. Or you can be down here so that you don't have to make any like climbing checks to get down, but it'll be light cover.
I'll take the light cover.
Yeah.
Saadi can take the light cover as well, just because she has deployable cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
So
So go ahead and move.
Drin went to the
Does that
ridge top.
space work?
That totally works. Where would you like to go, Iori? Okay. So now that you're in position, what would you like to do next? For the purpose of keeping this organized, I'm going to ask everybody to roll initiative. Don't forget to click your token first.
In just a sec.
Let's go.
I was gonna say
I'm gonna.
you could probably roll it with stealth because we are.
Oh,
Yeah, you can roll it with stealth.
meh.
I am rolling mine with stealth.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, because you were in stealthing in, you could roll with perception or stealth. Ordinarily, you have to roll for stealth, but here you get a choice.
Also, you have to click the initiative button, not the stealth button.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You didn't right.
Oh,
No,
It's
no,
all
no.
just a
good.
second.
Yeah, you go over to the initiative perception, where it says there's a little drop-down box. You switch it from perception to stealth, and then you hit initiative.
Mhm.
stealth
I
isn't
remember this from
listed in
last
my
time.
drop-down box.
Oh, it should be.
Where are you looking? Are you looking at the top of your sheet?
Yep.
You said to open the drop-down box next to initiative. Yes.
Where are you looking? Let me see. Where is he?
Should be just under perception.
Yes. On perception, towards the bottom right of your sheet. Do you see where it says
Yeah.
initiative? Yeah. Next to that, on
Yeah.
the right side, is a little drop down. You can
Yeah.
change that to stealth.
It is stealth is not listed in that drop-down box.
What is
Oh, there
listed?
it is, way at the top. Way at the top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
kind of listed weird.
Well,
Not
it's listed
in
that way
alphabetical
because
order.
stealth. Well, it's listed that way because stealth is the most common alternate thing to roll. Because players be ambushing.
I'm
Alright,
going
so-
to use my last hero point and re-roll that.
Well, hold on. What was your previous roll?
I rolled an 18.
Then we'll
The
just go
first
with
time.
the 18. Keep your hero point.
Yep.
Yeah. This is just so that you know where to find it next time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and go ahead and change it back to perception just in case you need to later. All right, so we have everybody listed. Iori, you're first.
So I didn't want to say anything before I rolled because I thought it would be much funnier if it happened by accident. I am going to have Iori retain rolls to figure out what the other people want from her because she is self-aware enough to know that she's probably on thin ice.
Oh,
She's on less than ice than she might think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yarra.
for what it's worth.
Yarra's fine.
so would you
If-
like to say? Go ahead.
If at any point Yori, like before now, if at any point Yori had asked, like, what specifically Saadi wants, Saadi doesn't want to save everyone. She just wants to take at least one person prisoner.
Yeah, and this might partially be Jasper the player thinking more than the character. Anyways, she kind of looks between the group and holds up one of her thunderstones, which description as before is that it is like a rock that has like a spell tag kind of attached to it, and kind of. Okay, does anyone else have a character that would probably know, like, Thieves' Cant? I know that that's not, like, a Pathfinder thing, I guess, or at least not, like, a... Or... Does anyone else speak sign language? Feasibly?
Not
yeah,
yet.
it doesn't. Well, it doesn't matter if your character took that as language. Would your character know? Like, I imagine the Pathfinder definitely would,
I imagine my character would because of her upbringing.
because you were an emissary. So I think
Yeah.
Yarra and Saadi definitely do.
Yule has some rudimentary sign language knowledge because, tracker, you gotta be quiet, so hand signs.
Yeah,
I can
so
accept that.
yeah, so Iori's gonna hold it up and kind of sign for directions, just kind of asking like
Where do
when
we
and
want to
where.
toss it?
Like, yeah, where do you want me to put this?
Honestly, my thought on the process here is we aim it.
Right in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say over on this side of the map, so it draws them there closer to us.
Okay, easy as.
Okay, so go ahead and mark off the Thunderstone. I'm assuming you're going to throw it there then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And-
bomb attack roll.
Yeah.
No need since you're not making a targeted attack. So you toss it, and since these bandits do appear to be trained to investigate weird noises, the one on the rock immediately snaps out of attention, motions to the one behind the bush nearest to him, and the pair of them move to investigate. And they are going to spend their time searching. So let's see if they can spot you. I very much doubt they will, but you never know. No, they don't. As a matter of fact, they critically failed. So, not only do they are off guard to everyone. So now they've moved closer. What do you do? Actually, Iori, you have two other actions. So, would you like to do anything with them?
I prepared the other two thunderstones.
Oh.
She just has like one in each hand, and is like, okay. Depending on what the party says to do next, I am ready.
Well, what would you like to do? So, would you like to use an action as hand sign for suggestions?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, what does this look like? So you hand sign asking someone from the party to make directions. So would someone like to use their reaction to make a suggestion?
Actually, yes, I would. Saadi is just going to sign back the same, as in, like, are they the same?
Nod.
Okay.
So that's confirming that these are the bandits that we're looking for.
They do seem to be similarly dressed. Now that you have now that they're closer, they do have similar garb. You're not close enough to see if they have any like pins or insignias on them, but they do have a similar like clothing look to them. And I'm just going to
Now-
go ahead and roll their initiative just to have it ready.
So,
Yes.
question:
Mhm.
the Thunderstone. If you hit them with that, or hit them with the effect, what does that do again? Besides making the noise, would it deafen them?
Yes, it can inflict deafen 1, I believe.
Yule would make a motion to go for it with that.
Yeah, okay, it does. Anyone within 10 feet has to make a fortitude saving throw.
So try and aim it between them, is what Yarra would sign.
Well,
Can
keep
do.
in mind that if you direct hit one of them, then you do a little more damage, and because it's going to do splash damage
Oh, that's true.
anyway. But remember, splash damage is just 1, whereas the direct hit is 1d4. So
Well, either direction.
Hit the closest one.
I am going to still aim for the space between them because I feel like a direct hit might more easily give away our location.
fair enough. All right, so go ahead and make your roll. This time you will have to make a roll.
All right, here we go.
Hell yeah!
Ooh.
All right, that's definitely going to hit them. And that is going to do, as the thunderstone crashes between them, a big, loud, thunderous sounds out, and the shockwaves crashes into them for 1 splash damage each. And they have to make a fortitude save. What's the difficulty again?
DC 17.
Yep.
I don't like their chances. Nope. And okay, so we'll say this one is deafened. I will mark that with. I guess that'll
One is
work.
deaf and the other is just really pissed off.
One's got a little bit of tinnitus.
Yep.
Iori is just that picture of the scout from TF2 Think Fast Chuckle Nuts.
God.
Yeah, so
Alright.
the fact that the rhyme token is sitting in the corner, that's just because technically Yule is currently riding him. So I have an extra token, which I should probably just delete.
Yeah.
I mean, no, don't delete it, because remember, I have the special tokens.
Oh, well.
But okay, so you have one. That's it for you, because those are your 3 actions. So, Drin, you're up.
Well, they're too far away to hit.
Remember, you have 3 actions.
Oh yeah, we have to fix that.
Well, they already know we're here.
Well, they do, but they don't necessarily know where you are yet. Basically, they have to use an action to search.
Yarra, pull them in closer, is what she would sign.
Wish I had thought this out better before we started.
Well, remember, you still have your javelins.
Well, how far apart are we now?
You are currently 35 away from the nearest one.
Too far away.
Yep,
well, you
5.
can still. Well, they're too far away to be in your good range, but you can still roll. You're just at a -2. But they're off target. But they're off guard because you guys stealth them, so that's offset. So basically, it's a free regular roll.
Well, I guess I'll chuck a javelin.
Go for it. Okay, 23, and looking
25.
at 25. Well, wait, 25.
I get a +2 to my first attack.
You are correct. I forgot about that. You are absolutely. So that is a. All right, so that's going to be a critical, but I'm going to use your other roll because I'm going to keep the higher roll if your critical's lower. So that's going to be 6, which will absolutely spear that guy as he just gets lanced for 6 points of damage. You have 2 actions remaining. And you feel Fumeyoshi's blessing leaving you.
I'm going to run to over here.
Okay. So since you're out of cover, you are seen, so you're no longer hidden. But is that it for you?
That's it for me.
Okay. So, it is now their turn. So, let's see. What is their movement? I believe it is 25. And what is the range? 80 feet. That's not too bad, actually. So, actually, yeah, that's really good. Alright, so they're going to move in. So, I have to actually measure this. So they use 2 actions to. That one's using 2 actions. That one's using 1. They're going to be 3 sling staff. They take out their sling staffs and they chuck rocks at you. So here is the first one. Actually, one of them has to use an action to pull it out, so that's it for him. The other one pulls out their sling staff and shoots 1. So only 1 sling staff attack coming your way. So that is going to be. Does 25 hit you, Bryn?
Yeah.
Thankfully, I got a bad roll, so that's going to be just 1 damage as the rocks crash against your side for 1 point of damage.
Oh, look, it tickles.
Yarra, you're up.
Alright.
These guys are planning on rocking your world.
Yeah. Alright, let me do some math.
Better stop using pebbles.
Her range is 25 feet. Alright, I'm gonna use 2 actions to run at this guy.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna bring down my axe. And re-roll that.
Well, hold on. Let me look at the. That's going to hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Remember,
All right.
he's
So
blind and deaf right now.
that does 9 damage, which is going to actually cleave him in 2, as the bandit is just split down in half, just as he was shaking off the Thunderstone's effects.
Yule looks to Saadi. Let's try not to kill both of those guys. Let's try at least just knock them down.
Saadi just quietly nods. She actually jumps out of her cover and runs towards the foes.
Go for it. Show me where you move.
She's got 30 feet of movement, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Then she shouts, lay down your arms and surrender.
Okay, give
Is
me
that close enough, or do I need...
No,
your range is 80, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're
And
well within range to hit either of them.
I should mention that she's brandishing her gun while she says this.
Okay, so give me a intimidation check.
Saadi is not very intimidating.
No.
Do you want to reroll that?
It's up to you.
I think I will.
Go for it.
The Jazale is a very innocuous-looking weapon if you don't know what it does. All right, so let's re-roll that real quick. Intimidation.
Oh God!
Again, these dice don't.
All right, that's going to be a critical failure. They are not impressed. Maybe they don't know what maybe it just looks like a tube to them.
When they look unimpressed, Saadi does something else. She shoots one of them.
Go for it.
All right. And I believe that this gets, let's see, what's it called?
It's deadly.
1 shot, 1 kill. Your first shot is the deadliest. Interact, draw a firearm or crossbow on your first turn. Your first strike with that weapon deals an additional 1d6 precision damage. All right. So yeah, so if I understand it right, this should do an extra 1d6 if it hits.
Mm-hmm, if it hits. And it does. So that's going to be additional 2, 7. So that halfling takes 7 points of damage as the bullet grazes their side. They're barely standing at this point, but they do still manage to maintain their footing.
Because they got big feet.
And that is 3 actions. So that's my turn.
All right, Yule, you're up.
All right, Yule taps his wolf, giving him points, moving a total of, and using both of the wolf's actions to move their full movement distance, which is 80 in total. 40, and then okay, all the way up there.
Okay.
So let's move myself here.
All right.
You'll.
Last action.
Well, those were my wolves' actions.
Right. So you have 2 other actions.
Yes, I marked the
You marked the uninjured one?
The uninjured one, and then I fire at him with my short bow, but I aim purposely to not kill. I only aim to wound and slow down.
Okay, go for it. And it looks like that as you aimed, the shot barely goes wide as the halfling manages to jump out of the way at the last moment.
Fair enough.
Okay, and that's it for you.
Yep, that's all my actions.
All right, Iori, top of the round. It's on you again.
Now being more or less out of... Oh, wait. Oh my god, the last people are all the way over there.
Yeah.
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 How do I draw to measure?
Oh,
Oh, no,
on
never
the
mind, I
left
found it
side.
again.
Okay.
Can I just take a triple move action?
You certainly can.
Alright, I'm in the bushes.
Okay.
Consider... Wait, does this game have 6-second turns as well?
Yes.
Okay, so considering I just moved 75 feet, I am fast as fuck.
She fast as fuck, boy.
Go for it and move. All right. So that's
Ninja speed. Yeet.
all right. Drin, you're up again.
I'm going to start charging the little guy.
Go for it.
How many feet can I run? 30, I think.
No.
Yeah, one
I
action
forget
for
what it is
30. It should say on. It should say if you scroll down to your move speed.
Yeah, it's just under class DC.
It's 20 because dwarves are a little slower than other races.
So 20 at a time. So if you use...
So that was 35 there. That's
2.
okay. So that's 40. You could get to about to me
Yep.
with all 3 actions.
That's what I do.
All right.
Okay. So now it's their turn. One of them, the one that was shot, begins cursing in Tien, which everyone understands as they've got firearms. Quick, we need to warn the camp. And they are going to make their way up towards the north. And they will roll their slingshots. So one shot is going to aim at Yule and the other at Drin. All right, that's against Yule, and this is against Drin. All right, so 17.
It matches,
Okay,
Nope.
so it
Total miss.
but it doesn't make a difference because they didn't deal any damage.
it's always the minimum. Actually, no, it's not. So yeah, it just bounces off. The one that hit you apparently didn't hit hard enough, and that's going to be for them. Yarra, you're up again.
Okay. Let me double check something. I'm going to 50 feet. What's my range on the javelin again? It's 80, right? Or
Yeah.
30. So 50.
Remember, if you roll, you can throw up to 3 distances beyond that, but you take an increasing penalty the further you throw.
Yeah. Alright, I can get just in range, actually.
Go for it.
I did my math right.
Yep.
Okay, that one.
From there. Yep. 45.
Yep.
50. So they're just in range.
So, I'm gonna aim for the one that's already injured.
Go for it. And it just flies short. Would you like to re-roll that?
Yeah. Using my hero point. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh, this is not good. All right, we'll keep the better roll, but it's gonna be a miss. Do you have another action, or is that it for you?
I think that's it for me.
Saadi, you're up.
Saadi just starts fucking booking it. So, she rushes forward. Let's see. She has 30 feet of movement because I gave her Swift. Also, quick question. How do you make it so that you get multiple points on your little ruler?
When you're holding right click, while you're holding left click,
Your
right click.
Yeah, right click the
Gotcha.
mark points. Yeah.
Is there a way to turn off the I see a whole bunch of our character profiles on the screen. Is there a way to get rid of those?
What do you mean?
You'll have to go to your settings, and then you'll go to audio and video, and then you'll go to the video display, and then you can switch it to names only.
Okay, I see that. Thank you.
Yep.
I got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
I usually set it the names only, personally.
That's a lot better. Alright, so... Is there a way also to... Actually, hold on. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. Zoom out.
Well, shoot your shot. What's your question?
No. I got this.
Okay.
Broadcast to others. Yep, this is where she goes. Let's see. That takes up all her actions.
Okay. Yule, you're up.
Alright, Yule.
Cut him off.
Yep. Boom. Yep, he could definitely get ahead of them using his wolf. He rushes in ahead of them.
Okay.
Actually, he moves in just far enough to slap his target.
Okay. So you're spending the action to switch your weapon then, right?
No, actually. Actually, yes. We'll switch from bow to shovel.
Okay.
But still, I'm aiming for non-lethal here.
I understand. Go for it.
But that being said...
Oh my god. Would you like to reroll that?
I can't! I don't have an extra point! I used my 2 points!
Okay, well, I guess that this is not going well. Iori, you're up.
Where's the... Oh, they're up there.
Yeah, they ran up there, yeah.
Yeah, hitting somebody with a stockier weapon is considered an unarmed strike. Unless you have training for a certain thing, I believe.
Okay, I'm sorry. What were you asking?
Oh, okay. I actually can get close enough. All right, cool.
Hell yeah.
So, Iori is going to move 50 feet to get as close as she can with the 2 move actions.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. Is attacking one action or 2?
One action.
Okay, pog.
Unless you have something else that specifies an attack action is multiple actions.
Yeah, that's
Default
usually
is
monks.
1.
Yeah. It's monks that do that, but alright. And what attack will you make?
Okay, so as Iori basically darts from tree to tree, she then jumps from one last tree to land near the group, and from the sleeve of her robe, what looks like a claw at the end of a chain kind of like lashes out at one of the 2 fleeing ones. Need to actually be out of the tree. So we're going to be making a attack on this one using the Combat grapnel.
Go for it.
I'm guessing a 12 does not hit.
It would not. Would you like to reroll?
Oh yeah, sure.
Go for it.
Does a 13 hit?
13 will hit because of the the grapnel's bonuses. So basically, that's just like to trip him up, right?
Yes.
All right. So that one is. Which one are you going? The one that was wounded, or one that's not?
This one?
Okay, that was the wound one. So that's going to be. They crash to the ground and are currently prone.
Sick.
And there, you got him in the grapnel because of the little chain. And that's the end of your actions, right?
Yes.
Drin, you're up.
He's just taken all 3 of his actions to run up there.
Do you have attack of opportunity yet?
No.
Okay. If I could offer a suggestion, since you don't have that, there's one that if he gets off the map, you're gonna have to do chase actions to get him. So you may want to throw something at him instead of just walking next to him.
That means I would have to stop there.
And then you
Yep.
throw your
Yep.
javelin.
Okay. Where did it go? Right there.
Javelin. Oh yeah!
He's stuck to the ground.
Nice.
Yes, that is going to hit. And let me see his health. So he's not down, but that is going to slow him somewhat. As and now it's their turn. The one that's on the ground is going to try to get out of the grapple. So, Iori, give me an athletics check, and this is going to be against my athletics.
Beans.
Okay.
Do you want to
I
reroll
admit-
that?
It's up to you if it's worth it.
I do not have any more hero points.
Okay, so they spend the action to get out of the grapple. He's going to spend an action to get up, and then he's going to use the rest of his action to move there. The other one, though, with this big dwarf right next to him, is going to switch from his sling staff to the only other weapon he has, and then he will swing with his frying pan. Does a 16 hit you?
No, it does not!
Okay, and he'll swing again. Does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
For one
one.
damage, bong!
Wait. Is he aiming at me or is he aiming at the wolf?
He's aiming at you.
Okay, yeah, then 1.
Alright, that's it for them. Yarra, you're up.
Alright. Yarra's gonna come up here. But instead of attacking this guy, she is going to throw a javelin at the other guy.
The one that's running?
Yep.
The one that's already got one sticking in him.
God, this is just that Ace Ventura bit. As a matter of fact, it is. That one goes down. Alright, you have
I
one
was
action
once an
remaining.
adventurer like you.
She's gonna return the frying pan action and try and hit the other halfling with her frying pan.
Keep in mind you would have to use an action
Oh.
to switch weapons.
Never mind then, she'll try to gently tap him with the great axe.
With the jab.
Yeah. Well, since you could make a punch. Basically make an unarmed attack.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have to be.
We are trying to knock this one out.
Okay, so unarmed then.
Well, I'm going to go with your first attack roll since they would be the same, so that'll be a 24 for 6 damage, which will knock that one out.
Woohoo!
Alright, and as the last one gets knocked out, the party, all is silent once again, as the party has managed to stop these bandits from fleeing and alerting the others, with one survivor. So, what would the party like to do now?
Okay, so
Loot
really
the
quickly,
pockets.
What Saadi's gonna do is she's gonna jump up into, or like try and climb up into a tree. Do I have to roll for that?
No, since we're out of combat, no need. You just climb up.
And she's just gonna start scanning the horizon to see if there's any more enemies off in the distance.
Okay, I'll let you know if you need the roll. So for now, now we're gonna go into 10 minutes turns. We're just gonna keep our initiative order. So, so Saadi climbed up and is going to be on alert, keeping watch. Yule, what are you doing?
Yule is currently basically frisking the knocked out one, just trying to figure out what they got on them.
Okay. Both of the halflings appear to have sling staffs, frying pans, and leather armor, and 3 copper and 4 copper respectively.
So that's 7 copper to the
Party.
partnership funds. Yep.
All right.
Which
And 7 copper pieces.
All right.
and we could sell the sling staff and the frying pans.
Okay. Iori, what are you doing in the next 10 minutes? The halflings have been checked.
I suppose keeping watch.
Okay. I'll let you know when to when everybody else is taking a turn. I'll tell you what to roll. When to roll. Drin, what are you doing in the next 10 minutes?
Drin's moving to the top of the map, looking down the road area for anyone on their way here.
Okay.
And he'll just remain doing that.
Okay. So Yarra, you're the last one. What are you doing in the next 10 minutes?
Oh, she is tying this sucker up.
Okay. So you tie the one that's been kept alive?
Yeah.
Up. So, Saadi, Drin, and Iori, please give me perception checks, if you please.
And I'm gonna go grab dinner, so BRB.
Also, after this roll, everybody can regain a hero point. After this roll is resolved, so no spending it right now.
Oh.
So, thankfully, Saadi succeeded. It looks like that there is no one seems to be coming up towards this location from either side. And you, Drin, and Iori determine that you're free to explore and do whatever you need to do here before you move along. However, you also see some short distance away, perhaps a small, by your best guess, 30-minute walk, maybe, what appears to be a camp.
Understood. And Saadi will share this with the others.
Okay. So,
She's gonna
top of the round. Good.
Well, I suppose that the first thing that Saadi's going to do is she's just going to kick over the corpse and basically just like have a look at it or at the the heraldry, see if it matches the ones of the bandit before.
Okay, so you're checking the 2 that were at the bottom of the map, correct?
Okay. At the top of the map, actually. Or
well, they've already been searched.
In that case, yes, the ones at the bottom.
Okay. They do have the same similar clothing and symbols from the 7 Rings of Heaven bandits. You also see that they have dice on them, as well as a Tonto knife, and a between them they have 2 copper and 5 copper.
Saadi isn't going to touch any of the items on them. She doesn't like handling the dead.
Okay. So that's what you did. Yule, what are you doing in the next 10 minutes?
Yule is actually going to start slowly trying to wake this person up so they can interrogate them.
All right. Go ahead and give me a medicine check. Or, yeah, I believe it's medicine in Pathfinder, right?
Yeah, the medicine is... Yeah.
Go for it.
Wow.
All right. Critical success.
You give him the slap of life.
Yeah, you give the Nick Cage slap of life as they as he wakes up and he looks up, and he struggles against the binds that Yarra put around his wrists, and however you tied him up, he struggles, but he can't get out.
Yule gives him a toothy grin. I suggest you don't fight this. Tell us what we know, and you can run away.
How am I to know what you know?
What?
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah, because you said tell me what I know.
Yule chuckles. You're right. I did say that. What I meant to say was, tell us what you know about the camp down the road. Tell us about the Seven Rings of Heaven. What do you know?
Yeah. I don't go to the camp. I was just hired to keep watch. And since he can't really move his arms because he's tied up, he says, "Look, I wasn't even given one of the cloaks yet."
Cloaks.
Yes, the cloaks. Well, first you get the kimono, motioning to the two humans that are way down at the south of the map. And then, once you're higher placed, you get a cloak.
I see.
Yarra will clear her throat. That's sounding very cultish.
Indeed. Rather cultish indeed.
I've told you everything that I know.
Don't should be like looking real close at him to if he's telling the truth.
Okay, well, I'll get back to you in a moment. Iori, you're up. What would you like to do in the next 10 minutes?
Having no such compunctions of handling the dead, she will take the limited change on them.
Okay, so that's another
However,
7 copper.
I'm not even going to write it down. She is not keeping it for herself.
Okay.
I got it.
It is going into an offering.
All right.
Okay. So don't add it to the party fund.
I'll add it to offering. I'll put it under the note of offering funds.
That's a good call.
Sure.
Alright, so that's what you've done. Drin, what are you doing in the next 10 minutes?
Maintaining watch.
Okay. Skipping you. Yara, are you back?
Yep.
Okay, so what are you doing in the next 10 minutes?
Yarra is going to be looking at her fellow halfling and just pull out the whetstone and sharpen her axe.
Alright, give me an intimidation check, if you please.
Really?
You're gonna get a bonus too, because obviously the situation's kind of bad, which is going to be enough. You can ask a question, and I will answer it. What would you like to know?
What was the purpose of your group going to... I'm going to butcher the... Player is going to butcher the name of the village.
Water Music Village. Water Music Village. Okay. The bandit says, I wasn't part of that mission. I was just hired to keep watch on the way to this forward camp. That's all. But all I know is that we were supposed to be looking out for the Agent of Heaven. That's all.
The Agent of Heaven.
Based on what you know, that may refer to the mayor.
Yeah, she kind of eyes Iori on that one.
Okay.
Yes.
Iori says sarcastically, "You might be waiting for a while."
All right.
The man choked on his word.
Saadi, that's actually pretty good. All right, the party gets another hero point.
And Saadi
Nice.
just returns to the party real quickly. to the interrogation in progress. And she just asked the halfling. Let's see. What was I going to have her ask? Give me just a second.
It's all good.
Oh, right. She's just going to ask why. You joined this group willingly, did you not? May I ask why?
You know how hard it is? You know how hard it is to live in Chuye unless you are of interest to the Oni Lords? This was the best opportunity.
Just surviving, then.
What would you do?
Depending on circumstances, I may have done the same thing as you. So, that being said, I don't think that people around here enjoy your group.
And that's my problem, why?
Well, and Saadi just sort of like holds up her gun.
Okay, that's my problem then.
She puts the gun. She points the gun back down to the ground. She doesn't let go of it. She just isn't pointing it directly at the person's face anymore. Tell us as much as you can about the Seven Rings of Heaven. Why seven rings in particular? Was that concept ever explained to you?
No, as I said, I was just hired to guard. That's it. I haven't been brought into the greater secrets.
Do you know who hired you?
Yes, a sergeant by the name of Kim Lee.
Him Lee. And Saadi actually she holsters her gun and she just actually takes out her journal and starts writing this down. Kim Lee. You say that this person is a sergeant. What outfit are they a part of, if they're a sergeant?
They're part of the Seven Rings.
A sergeant of the Silver Rings. Are they affiliate? Do you know if they have any other affiliations?
I don't know. I don't know. I was just hired to guard.
Alright. Now, I don't particularly want to kill you. Like you said, you're just trying to survive out here. So, why should we let you go?
Because I'll leave. And I won't bother you anymore.
Well, think it over. And she just turns it over to her friends, or to her colleagues.
Okay.
Party, if they have any other further questions.
Yep. Does anybody else have anything they wish to do?
Actually, I have to go to the bathroom, so I'll be back.
Okay.
Yule actually thinks, was there a recent set of guards that came through this area? From the south, like we did.
Yes, actually. A small group of about 10, maybe 12, they went to the camp just about a day ago.
Good.
How big is your camp? What are your numbers?
You, I don't stay in the camp. I'm kept out here. But usually we have no less than 6 or 7 in the camp at a time. It's a forward camp. You get the feeling that he really does not know a lot. A lot more than he has already said.
I think we've learned everything we can from him. Iori? Do you think we should leave him hanging up for the crows? Or just make it a swift one? And did my mic cut out again?
No,
Uh,
no.
Ugh.
Yara's gonna stop. Do you know what the purpose of the Seven Rings of Heaven is? Did the sergeant ever explain that to you?
No.
Then I see that you have no more use to us at all.
Yeah, so you should let me go, since I can't help you.
How can we be sure you won't report us to your comrades? What sort of deal can you make?
I'll go
Hey.
away, and you'll never see me again.
Actually, can Saadi butt in here?
Sure.
Certainly.
It's roleplay. Do what you want.
Yeah, Saadi just sort of, a light bulb springs up above her head, that kind of meme. Why don't you report us? You saw a heavily armed group approaching your camp. Shouldn't you tell your superiors about that?
Um,
Ah.
Oh.
what are you getting at?
You
You
were
get us
scurry
in the
saying
off.
that
door.
you were saying that you've never seen the inside of your camp, that you've never actually been high enough up in the ranks to do that. But if there was an emergency, say a rival group of bandits that were trying to that were on their way to destroy your camp, that were heavily armed, shouldn't you report that? Especially if your colleagues were dead.
And you
Uh,
clearly just barely escaped with your life.
yes, I suppose I could.
Yule starts undoing the ropes. Run, little man. Run.
All right, and the halfling runs towards the camp. What will the party do?
I suggest we take positions.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
agreed.
Be ready for a fight.
Okay. So the halfling leaves and runs towards the camp, and 5 minutes pass. 20 minutes pass.
I think that we should be taking positions while we wait.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. An hour passes. 2 hours pass. What do you wish to do?
I think he's not coming back.
I think they
I'm
might
gonna actually just. Indeed.
Really
Well
should have
then.
shot him with a fragrance bullet.
Shouldn't have let him go.
Yule smiles. I got his scent.
Oh, yeah.
This is the one I marked as my prey.
Oh! Interesting.
So let's seek. So
We should be careful about how we go forward. They'll certainly be expecting us.
Yep.
oh yes.
All right, so
So
you wish to go towards the camp then?
Yep.
yes.
Okay. So, I'm going to suggest that we take a small break here.
Yep.
So, let's take a small few-minute break. Everybody take 5, do what you need to do. And when we come back, we'll go to the camp.
All right. I'm gonna go grab seconds. BRB.
Okay.
I need to grab some nibbles.
I'm going to use the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back.
You're right. While it was a tactical mistake, we had hoped he'd be the idiot and basically have them come out to fight us.
Mm,
It was a risk we chose to take.
yeah.
Ow.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Alright.
Oh, it spilled out of my bowl. No. Get back in the bowl.
Oh no.
Alright, I am back.
I'm back too.
Welcome back.
I'm back. I just
Um,
have my mic muted so that way I can eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same, honestly.
Alright, is Drin back and
Yep,
Iori?
I never left.
I also never left.
Okay. So, are we all ready to get back to it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so.
Wait, hold on. Yori, you've been here since last week?
I've been here the whole time.
You never knew.
Like Sam Reich, I actually live on this set.
Oh
Damn
my
it,
god.
Sam.
Alright, so. party. It seems that the party is discovering that the halfling is not coming back. What will you do now?
Looks like we follow him.
So the party wishes to follow?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you making any preps before you do?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. So, eventually as you get closer to the camp, you notice that the camp seems to be utterly empty. There is a bonfire burning in the middle of the campfire. And from what you can see, next to you as you get up towards the road, there is a set of stocks, like prisoner stocks. And hanging from the prisoner stocks is a kitsune who is in their kitsune form. Currently, they look extremely tired and emaciated, and they're just sitting there, just looking pitiable as they're just right, basically stuck in the contraption right here. What does the party do?
My map is black.
It shouldn't be. Like, you should.
Scroll down.
Yeah, scroll down.
I'm not getting I'm not getting any map function. There we go.
Okay.
Is it nighttime
Well-
right now? Is that why we can't see anything?
It shouldn't be. Give me a second. Let me see if I can fix that.
Yeah, like why is it
Um,
like dark? Like why is there
There we
shadows
go.
on the
There we go.
All right, there you go. So, put yourself back towards the bottom, please, because I think somebody moved. There we go. So I fixed it. I see what happened. Okay, that was my bad. I forgot to put lights here, and it was set to nighttime mode. Okay, so in either case, everybody should see, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still chunks of shadow being cast.
Well, that's because there are tents blocking like some of the paths.
Okay.
Before Saadi does anything else, she's just going to try and hide in some bushes.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a stealth check if you please. Actually, yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth check if you please.
Sure thing. 1 second. So. Oof. That's not good.
Okay, so you go to the bushes, and I will keep that roll in mind. And by the way, everybody,
Actually, I think I'm going to use a hero point on that. That's low.
go for it.
All right. 0 hero points. Wow. Okay.
All right, so I'll keep that roll in mind. Is anybody else doing any stealth or anything before you approach the camp?
Hold up. No, you should have 2 hero points because we earned 2 in that last scene at the end.
That is correct. So you should. So you should.
You're down
still
to
have
1.
Gotcha.
All right. Is anyone else doing any stealth checks before they approach?
I don't figure it's necessary. The little guy told everybody we were coming.
Yep.
In any other situation, Iori probably would be, but she is so fucking livid that it did not even cross her mind.
That's fair. So for everybody that's
Yule-
not stealthing, then what do you wish to do?
Yule is just trying to track his prey, see if he can sense where they went. He's looking at the ground.
I think you. Nope, that is the one. Yes. Go ahead and give me a survival check to track.
All right, with a +2, because it is my target.
Mm-hmm.
12. I'm re-rolling that.
Go for it.
13. That's more acceptable.
13 will be enough. The 12 was not. You see them. You see the tracks following, and you see that they seem to have reached. They're currently hiding behind the tent up here.
Yule motions. The fucker is at the far end of the far tent. Most likely, people are still here. Be on your guards, folks.
Yarra is going to inspect the stockades that the poor Kitsune is in.
Yeah, I'm also over there.
Okay. So, inspecting the stockades. The stockades is locked up by iron lock, obviously. And from what you can see, the Kitsune appears to have been intentionally, like, not starved, but like they haven't been feeding him much. It appears to be a male Kitsune, currently dressed in very dirty clothing. It seems like they're in a really bad way.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, for sure. So what do you do?
What is the stat with which you pick locks?
Thievery.
Thievery.
No, thievery. Yep.
Oh yeah, I suppose that does make sense. Iori is on that ship.
I'll assist.
Alright, go for it. So,
Oh, really?
Well, it could be worse.
I'm re-rolling that.
well, keep in mind since you were doing a helper check, you keep your hero point because Iori got enough.
Okay.
Alright, it takes you like a minute, but you eventually pick the lock and you free the Kitsune from the binds, and you're able to lift the stocks, and if you do so, the Kitsune will basically slide out of the stocks and just kind of slump on the ground and start hacking and lazing, clearly hungry and thirsty.
Iori is 100% on that ship. Just water skin, trail rations.
Alright, so you give me a medicine check just to see if you're able to just to see how well you do. It's a low difficult. You got a critical success. So, you provide really good care. Enough so that though they're not like better, obviously, but they are able to like look up at you, and the Kitsune coughs a little bit, but then after a moment wheezes out, "Be on your guard. The halfling came here. They know you're coming. I heard them.
How many?
I don't know. I was facing the road."
Iori, pivoting flash and saying, were you disguised when they grabbed you?
It's been a... And you see a moment where they're looking up at the sky, like as if trying to measure out the days. It's been 2 weeks. They were going to offer me to an oni as food. They kept saying so, at least.
Again, there is not a comforting word in that sentence.
Saadi, you can make a perception check if you please. Okay. Yes, you do see a few more that seem to be moving closer. And let me just mark them on your map so that you can see them.
Saadi just like hurriedly just like starts like whatchamacallit, desperately gesturing towards her teammates,
Yeah.
pointing in the direction of the enemies, while trying to keep herself hidden in the bushes.
Okay, I've marked the ones that are that you can see, and as you're doing so, oh no, I'm sorry, Yule.
I didn't hear like the last.
Basically, the Kitsune was cared for and is able to talk. The Kitsune warned that you were seen, but they were facing the road, so they couldn't see how many people were there. Saadi was in the bushes hiding and managed to see like a few people that are approaching. And at that point, I'm going to ask everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
I went ahead. I pre-rolled everyone else's initiative.
Ooh, excuse me.
You will have to roll perception. Saadi can roll stealth.
I'm going to re-roll. I am not
I
satisfied.
am also going to re-roll that. Jeez.
Okay.
That's better.
There we go.
All right. And by the way, you did click your token before rolling so that I can add it auto add, right?
No.
They had.
Um.
They both. They did. They are in there. It's just because it just needs to be reorganized.
Okay. Let me reorganize it then. Let me see. That Saadi is 21. Drin is 21. Yule is 14. Iori is 12. Yarra is 10. Okay. Cool. So up to the top then. So, at that point, and I actually need to put. You know what? This actually it works to the music. So, let me see. The charge is where are they? That one. Okay. So first action. That one is going to move here. And then here. And they shout, "We've got people trying to take us down, boys! Take them out! Take them out!" And they will chuck a spear at the nearest person, who is...
Yada.
Yep, going to be Yarra.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Well done, I need to check range. It's at -2 because I'm in a bad range.
It still hits.
Okay, well, thankfully it's a low roll. Oh, God, that's a pitiful roll. That's going to be 1 damage as you get as it scrapes across your side, and that's it for them. Saadi, you're up.
All right. Let's see. I don't think that anyone is in range without me moving.
Well, keep in
Or
mind that
rather,
you can't. Well, what's the range
yeah,
in your
I'd
weapon?
have to shoot through. It's 90 feet, but I'd have to shoot through a whole bunch of people.
No, the
And-
guy over here.
This one you literally can shoot over my character. My character is 2 feet tall.
Yes,
yeah.
remember, Yule is tiny as well. He's barely 3 foot, barely 4 with the wolf underneath him because he
Let's see.
leans forward. But you can hit this guy over here.
Let's see. I think that Saadi's going to try and hit this one. You see where I'm
Alright, go
pointing?
for it. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Make your roll.
And I get. Let's see.
They did not take cover, so they do not benefit from cover.
Awesome. And this counts as the start of combat, right? So one shot, one
Yes.
kill
Yeah.
applies.
Yep.
All right. Roll to Zuzail.
Oh, baby!
We're taking the better roll, obviously, so that's going to be 5 damage and roll an extra d6. Which is also
Nice.
doubled, by the way, so roll 2d6.
Oh. Wait, do I just roll that again?
Yeah,
That's
roll. Alright, so that's 11. Alright, so 1 shot, 1 kill, as that one
for
is
16 damage.
is destroyed by the gunfire.
And let's see. Since Saadi was hiding before, is she in any kind of cover, or does the bush not count as cover?
You'd have to use a take cover action to do so, but yes.
Alright. In that case, Saadi is going to reload. I think that just counts as an interact action. And then
Mhm.
she's going to take cover.
Okay.
Actually, let's see.
The bushes are going to count
Hold
as
on.
medium cover.
You duck into a safe position or minimize your profile while reloading to make your next attack. So, does that mean that... Oh, let's see.
Basically, you use one action to do both, so you have one other
Okay.
action.
Alright. Hmm. In that case, I guess that Saadi is actually just going to use another. Just going to take another shot at the one. Yeah, that one.
Go for it.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. Giselle.
Roll the number 2 attack.
Number 2. Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. That is going to hit for 4 damage.
Nice.
Not bad.
All right. Good turn. Drin, you're up.
Gonna
I'll be
javelin
right
that guy.
All right,
I
go
just gotta
for it.
refill my water.
And
Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is.
Yep. So you can. Yep, you'll be able to reach him in one action. Oh, you're firing with your javelin. That is
Yeah.
going to miss. Would you like to reroll?
No.
Okay. You have 2 actions remaining.
Gonna run up to him.
Okay.
And since I don't have a weapon in my hand, I'll drag out my hammer.
Okay. And that'll be it for you.
Yep.
All right. So, let me look at his action.
Oh,
yes.
Does shield and hammer?
That's totally fine. Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
All right. So, this one's going to move here. Going to take cover behind the tent. And then is going to throw a knife at the nearest target, which is
Yarra.
Yarra. So, let's see. Here we go. 16.
No. It misses.
All right. That will miss then. All right, Yule, you're up.
Let me see here. My movement speed again. It's 40. Okay. All right. We're gonna move right into the fray with one action for my wolf, and then the wolf is going to go for a bite.
Chomp chomp. Oh, damn.
Does a 22 hit?
22 will hit.
All right. And then Yule is going to go in with his shovel.
Squish.
That's one
All
hit.
right, wait, which one were you going for?
The guy that I'm
okay.
right next to.
Okay, this one here.
Yeah.
All right, and the jaws did 6, and you did strike. So you strike him down as the wolf bites into his side, and just as he shakes off the wolf, you cut him down with your shovel.
I still have one action left.
You do.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, you do. Mm-hmm.
because again, wolf movement,
No, you're right.
attack.
You're right.
Yeah. Yule takes a moment to switch to his bow,
Okay.
and that's it.
All right. And now the halfling will move out of cover, regain cover, and then will attempt to use a slingshot targeting Yule.
Yay! Someone other than me!
Well, I'm closer.
What's your armor
hits
class?
to 17.
Okay, so it's not a critical. That's the important part. So that's going to be 5 damage as the stone bullet flies through the flame, and it will then hit you upside the head for 5 points of damage.
Yule just angrily stares with
You
his
shouldn't
bow
have
ready.
allowed. You shouldn't have spared me, you idiot.
I
Get rocked.
Fucking
Good, what do you
stoners, am I
say?
right?
Iori, you're up.
all right.
Yeah. Sorry, I just got a very bizarre work message.
Oh no.
All good.
Weird.
Yeah, I got a message that someone got an email from the website I manage that it said like their password showed up on a compromised, like someone's password for the site came up on a compromised password list. Here's the thing. That site has no place to put in login credentials.
I mean, that's
That's a phishing email then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like, yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. So, when you're ready, it's your turn. Or do you want us
okay.
to come back to you?
No, Iori is going to spend her turn pulling the injured Kitsune off of the map.
Okay, so we'll say it takes you 2 actions to make him safe off the map. So I'll just move him there in the bushes just to keep him on the map so that we can see. You have 1 action remaining. And the Kitsune, as you pull him out of into safety, looks to you and says, "Thank you, thank you. The name is Dichuchi." And I will write that in the chat. And I will whisper you something, actually.
And I will whisper you something.
There you go. In the hand language. Okay, I know this is like royalty-free music, but this is kind of going kind of hard.
I mean, I was just going to say, this really slaps.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm so glad I picked this.
I don't hear any music.
That's because you're deaf.
What the heck?
You might have Roll20 deafened. That's why.
That's probably what it was.
No, really, he's deaf.
I'm 60% in my left ear. Gone.
And
I'm hearing the music out of my left ear.
that's why.
Hang on a second.
Iori's going to use her last last action to can I like retain actions or anything?
You can.
Okay, I'm going
You-
to
You could be
Yeah,
ready
you can
in
just-
action.
Yeah, you can just say, just delay and tell me when you want to pop back in. If you
Yeah.
don't use it by next turn, then it'll just be the next turn. Sounds
That's
good?
fine.
Okay. So we'll say you're 10 feet off the map to the south-ish. Okay. Yada, you're up.
Can I pick up the spear that he threw at me?
Yeah, you certainly may.
Alright, I'm gonna pick it up, so that's 1 action. Second action, I'm gonna step in. I believe this is yours! And stab him with it.
Alright, go for it. Just make an attack using your weapon. And we'll just replace the attack.
I'm re-rolling that with my hero point.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't think that meant a lie.
Let me check his armor class to see if it's a critical. It's a critical. All right, so since it's not your great axe, obviously, roll 2d6 and add your strength modifier.
Okay, 2d6. And my strength modifier is a 3. So 10.
So almost correct.
Yep. So, you stab into him just angrily as you just spear into him, but he still manages to stay up. And that's gonna be it for you, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, the lieutenant. On his turn, he's first going to use 2 actions to use 7 rings! Eliminate our foes! So first he's going to make a move action. and then he will make an attack. And his attack is going to be to shoot at the nearest target, as he had a gun readied. And Yule, that's going to be you. Does
Ow.
20 hit you?
Yeah.
That's a 6, as the bullet hits you in the side. And then the other 7 ring is going to be this one, and he's going to use his action to back off. And then he's going to use his last action to, and I'm actually very happy that I get to introduce this. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. So, he is going to use the interactability Hotfoot. And basically, he kicks some hot coals from the fire, and this space right in front of him is going to be on fire. So,
What? I don't see.
What campfire? It's all the way over here. Oh, you're talking about the lieutenant. Got it.
yeah, the lieutenant. Basically, since he's the leader, he can use 2 actions to order his underlings.
Oh, kind of like owners and pets. Got it.
Yeah. And that's going to be it for him. Alright, the sergeant's turn. Sergeant is going to take out another spear, so that's 1 action. And he's going to throw it at Drin. And that's going to miss.
Epically.
Bounces harmlessly off that shield.
And then he's going to move towards a campfire. Saadi, you're up.
Nice. Alright. Is there anyone that Saadi can see? Or rather has a direct line of sight towards?
You'll have to move.
Yep. Alright. Saadi, for the first action, she's just gonna reload her gun.
Okay.
Let's see. Then... yeah, she's just gonna run down that alley. Let's see. Right down over... let's see. Right over here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Go ahead and move yourself there.
Was that... oh, whoops. Thank you. Let's see. Ah, now she has eyes on.
Yep, you have eyes on the target.
Does this one seem important? Is she the one who's yelling things at people?
Yes, she is.
Alright. Saadi is actually going to use a scented bullet on her. Let's see.
Ooh, good call. The aromatic bullet, so first fire to see if you hit.
Let's see. Is that a hit?
That'll hit.
Whew, alright.
So they take 9 damage from the scented bullet, and as the aromatic sprays on them, they get the stinky trait.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, and that's it for you.
Yep.
Drin, you're up.
Wait, is Stinky actually a trait in this game?
Yes.
Well, for that effect, yes.
Hilarious.
Since
It's kind of like, moving on, go on.
I was about to say, is it like Stinky an inscription?
That's what I was thinking of, yes.
since they set fire to this area directly in front where the sergeant was, Drin's going to run around.
No, the fire's over here.
Oh, over there. Okay, well.
Yeah, basically that was the lieutenant basically protecting himself from the front.
Well, then I'm going to chase the sergeant.
Go for it.
Which is what Yarra would have ordered, so.
Okay.
I'll go right there and see what's what.
Okay, you see what you see. The halfling and the sergeant, who's heavily wounded, is nearby.
That was the first move, right?
Well,
first, that was 2.
That was 2 moves.
Yeah, because 40. Yeah.
Well, he's going to continue rushing the sergeant, which is right there, I believe.
Yep.
And that was my third
Okay.
action.
Yule, you're up.
Yule is actually going to shift with his wolf. We're gonna move. We're gonna shimmy ourselves so we're not directly in line of sight of fire there.
That would be, yeah.
So there's the fires in between it, so it's a little bit harder. And let's see. And then he's gonna fire at. He's gonna fire one shot at the halfling.
Okay.
So this gets. Let's see. A 15.
Will hit.
So that's. I get to roll a D8 plus a D8
Go for it.
for my marked target.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he is done. The arrow
Yule
flies
just, like-
through. Go ahead.
Right through his head. No, actually, right through his mouth.
Ooh. So he is totally speared through, as you just get his lying mouth arrowed.
And then
do you have
Yule
another
down.
action?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
he uses that last action he has to drink a minor health potion,
Okay.
bringing him up to 12 health.
All right. The halfling's turn. The halfling gets a devilish look in his eye.
Isn't the halfling dead?
Halfling got
Oh
shot
wait,
in the mouth.
no, you're right. You are absolutely right.
He gets a devilish look in his eye as his spirit leaves his body.
Okay, so Iori, you're up then instead.
Can Yarra, just sign to Iori we want the lieutenant alive?
Well, Iori, I'm going to say this. Iori, you can use your last action to get back onto the map. Since you didn't have an opportunity to jump in. So,
Thank you.
yeah, go ahead and give yourself one full movement onto the map from where you are.
Alright, I am here.
Okay, now you can take your turn. And Yarra had motioned that the lieutenant, motioning in their vague direction, should be taken alive if possible.
Yeah, if possible.
Who is... Okay, so is that the one that has, the green mark? Okay.
Yes. They're the
and-
stinky one.
And this is a bandit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, Iori is going to toss their final Lesser Thunderstone going for a direct hit on the target and also not inflicting splash damage.
Okay, go for it.
She is also running full sprint while doing this.
Yeah. So go ahead and move yourself closer and then make your roll, so that way you don't take any penalties.
Unsurprisingly to anyone else, she looks
Fury. Probably.
practically otherworldly. There is something going on. Anyways, here comes the giant fist. Okay, so bomb attack. There it is.
Hell yeah!
Ooh, okay. That's going to be a direct hit for 1 damage.
Plus,
So-
also the stun.
Yeah, possibly. So I have to make a Fortitude save DC 17. Fail. So I am.
Deafened.
Yeah, I am deafened, right?
Correct.
Okay, so deafened, which I'll use.
Definitely.
All right, and you have one other action remaining. What do you wish to do with it?
Can I attack with my other weapon?
You certainly may.
Okay, I'm attacking with my other weapon. Combat grapple, go!
Pull them through the flames.
Okay, just misses. Would you like to use your reroll?
Yes.
Go for it.
No.
Oh, all right. That's not going to work then. They see the grapnel coming and they manage to duck out of the way against the tent as it flies by without catching them. Yarra, you're up.
I move right behind Drin. And then I use a javelin to attack that one.
Which one?
The sergeant.
The sergeant.
Okay.
Oh, for the love of...
Oh my gosh.
This game
Would you
is
like to
just
reroll?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
That's my
Shoot
Oops!
around me, not through me.
The 13. I accidentally clicked twice.
13 will hit for 3 damage, which is going to be enough to take them down.
Aw.
We're by the skin of our teeth here.
Alright, so I need to remove the sergeant from the initiative. And that's it for you, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, what will the lieutenant do? You know what? The lieutenant is... I'm just going to move the body over here just to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Lieutenant is actually going to move here as the lieutenant kicks the body back and shouts in TN, "The thunders of heaven fall upon thee!" And first, I am going to make an interact action for Hotfoot. So, you need to make a DC 10 reflex save, and this is a basic save.
Which one? Oh.
On Drin.
Okay.
So, just roll a die 10?
Well, no, your
No.
reflex save.
Reflex.
Yeah.
I used to know where that was.
Right in the
Saving
middle.
throws.
Right. Yeah.
Right. 17. That's not a critical success, so basically you don't take the ongoing damage, but it will be half damage, so 1d4 plus 1, 3 rounding up, so that's going to be 2 fire damage to you. And then they're going to use their last attack to swing their imported longsword at you.
Shield block.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's going to miss anyway, so you're fine.
Look
Alright,
at that shield
Saadi,
block.
you're up.
Thunk.
All right.
Drin.
I have a quick question about the improvised weaponry.
Yes.
So first off, since Saadi would be using the butt of her rifle as an improvised weapon, would that be like a club's worth of damage?
Yes, it would be a club's worth of damage.
Is that like a D6, D4?
I think it's D6.
All right. Second of all, when it says you get a -2, does that mean like, a flat -2, or does that mean,
A
you
minus
put
2
on
to your attack roll.
do you get your normal bonuses? Like I think it's like +3.
Yeah, you get your normal bonuses, you just take 2 away from that.
All right. Let me just quickly add a club to my inventory then,
Go
just so
for
I
it.
can club.
And you can just change its name to Pistol Whip or whatever. Or
Yep.
Rifle Whip, whatever you got.
Let's see. PC. Held items. Club. Club. There we go. Alright. So Saadi is going to try and run up to the lieutenant.
Okay.
She has 30 feet of movement naturally, so that should be good, right?
Yeah.
You can make it, yeah, like right to there.
Okay. Since you're basically crossing a danger spot, I'm going to need an athletics check to see if you can avoid it.
Understood. Athletics. There we go. Oh! Are you sure I can't do an acrobatics?
No, it's athletics to jump.
Alright.
Thankfully, 10 is what you needed, so you jump
Right.
over it no problem.
Okay, cool. In
Alright.
that case,
And you have 1 action remaining.
yep.
Is
she is
Drin
going
close
to-
enough to make this a bracketed attack?
No.
If you were here, then it would be a were you able to reach here and another move in
Yes.
your move?
Yeah, they had enough
Yeah.
movement to be there, yes.
Yeah, that basically gives you a +2, which negates the improvised penalty.
Saadi
Hell
has
yeah.
no such luck.
Not on that roll, no. He sees you coming and he manages to block your attack with the flat of his blade.
But hey, that sets up Drin for a flanking
That does.
strike.
Because Drin is next.
Yeah.
And remember,
Please
we
take
want him
him alive.
alive.
Too late.
Oops.
Well, thankfully that's going to miss.
Oh, God.
Second attack.
Oh no.
Oh, you were doing a shove. That's going to be a critical, so are you shoving into the fire?
Yep.
Oh no.
All right. So, guess what
Wait,
that
hold on.
means?
You can't do that. You can't do that. It's going to make the whole camp stink.
Well,
Oh
no.
god, yes.
So, that's going to activate the fire's ability. It's hot, it's hot. So I have to make a fortitude save. This is the basic save. Lieutenant. Fortitude save. Where is it? There it is. Alright, so I take half damage, so I'm gonna roll 1d6. Alright, so I take 2 fire damage as I get pushed into the flames. And when I start my turn, I'm gonna have to roll another fortitude save.
One more action.
And you have 1 action remaining.
Can I just punch with the butt of my axe?
Yes, you can.
will-
Same deal, -2 penalty to your die roll.
Is it the unarmed fist I roll or the Warhammer number 3?
No, just, well, that second one, yeah, Warhammer number 3. And just take 2 off of whatever you roll.
So
Right, 12 is not going to do it. As he manages to slap, basically he steps into your swing, and he shoulder checks you as the fires lick his body. Yule, you're up.
Yule takes a moment, focuses, aims for the knees. We're not going to kill him. We're just going to knock him over.
Okay, so that's going to hit for 5 damage as he gets shot in the knees and he staggers, but he's she is still standing and she is snarling. You'll never take me alive. You'll have to kill me first. I will not betray the 7 rings.
Oops, wrong button. That's the wrong roll. Let me roll that properly. No, never mind. The second shot goes wide.
Mm-hmm.
And Yule just takes his time, shoots for a third time.
And that will miss as well. Iori, you're up.
Wait, is the lieutenant still deaf?
They're deafened, yeah.
Why are we even talking to them then? Anyways, Laura's going to use that to her advantage to sucker punch this person.
Go for it.
And I use the fact that I'm not in their front cone of vision and they are deafened to try and, take them by surprise.
By,
Give me a stealth check and see if you do so.
going that
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
That's gonna work. You are hidden to them, so they're off guard to your attack.
Okay, what does that mean?
Basically, you get a +2 to your roll.
Okay, I can work with that. Still going to use the grapnel since we are trying to take them alive.
Yeah.
Though, likely Iori taking this person alive will not be considered a mercy.
Oh, please.
Right,
I don't
attack
think
incoming.
they're taking them alive to get information from them.
All
But I don't think they're gonna live.
That is going to
18.
succeed. 18 is going to succeed as they are grappled by the combat grapnel. And they're just caught up in the attack, and they're also grappled beneath it and tethered to you. What else will you do? You have 2 actions remaining. 1 action remaining because you stealth.
I'm just going to make an unarmed attack on them. Since
Okay,
they appear to still be conscious.
So you're moving in, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I moved into, like, melee range.
Okay, gotcha. So I'm assuming here so that you're not in the fire.
Oh, yeah. Sure, that's
Okay.
probably the smarter way to do it.
Okay. Real quick, I'm going to need you to make an athletics check to see if you can hop the hot part.
Would she have to if she went through this one?
Well, no, you can't. The tent covers that square, so you would have
Okay.
to hop over the fire.
Okay.
So, yeah, just make a quick athletics check if you please. Iori?
Yeah, sorry. So we said it's athletics, not acrobatics?
Correct.
Yeah, it's athletics. Hmm.
Eh.
Okay. So, that
You're doing
is
great.
going.
You're on fire.
Well, thankfully, it's not a direct attack, so it's only 1d4 plus 1 fire damage, so I'm just going to roll that real quick.
That's fine.
So, just 2. Whatever.
Sick.
Now you can make
Whoops.
an unarmed attack. Roll your attack number 2.
On it.
You will get a +2 because they're grappled to you. Not on that roll. Do you want to reroll?
I do not have any rerolls left.
Okay. Yarra, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna step here. And I'm gonna use one more turn to switch to the frying pan. And aim for his feet.
Go for it. And that'll do
Nice.
it. How do you want to do this?
She's gonna just raise the frying pan up above her head and bring it crashing down on his feet.
Yeah, that's enough to
And-
knock a man out.
And as you do so, there's a loud sprang as the frying pan crashes into them and knocks them out. And I'm assuming since you wouldn't take them alive, you just pull them out of the fire and
yeah.
douse them,
Yeah.
douse her. And
I keep saying him, and I'm sorry.
No, I know you got me tripped up, but you pull her out of the fire and you make sure that she doesn't die of burning. But all is
She will die
quiet
of
in the
other
camp.
things.
All is quiet in the camp, and she is currently unconscious. So, what will the party do? We're going to maintain the initiative order. So, starting at the top, Saadi, what are you doing in the next 10 minutes?
Oh, the first thing that she's going to do is she's going to reload. Then she's just going to start searching around the camp for any survivors, enemy or otherwise.
Can we turn
Just
off the
checking
fog
every
of
single.
war?
I'm sorry?
Since we're no longer in combat, can we turn off the fog of war?
Oh, sure. Give me a second.
But yeah, Saadi's just checking every single individual chant that she can for anyone else.
And loot.
She's also she's not as thorough about it, but she's scanning the horizon as well, or just checking at the anyone that might be fleeing the camp.
Okay. So, give me. I'll tell you when to roll for perception, so that's what you're doing.
Understood.
Drin,
Yep.
what are you going to be doing for the next 10 minutes?
I'm gonna start searching the big tent right
The commander's
there.
tent.
So, you're searching as well, so I'll come back to you in a moment. Yule?
Yule is actually going to start binding them up and setting them up so we can wake them up.
Okay. So, you
Put 'em
spend
in
the next 10
Put him in the
minutes basically.
stockade.
You're securing them.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So
actually
she is
brilliant.
secured. Yule, what are you going to be doing?
Yeah, you mean Iori?
Iori, excuse me.
Iori is looking to see if there are any other hostages.
Okay, so
Wait.
I'll get back to you in a moment.
But yeah, putting them in the stockade's actually a brilliant idea.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so I'll move her down there. Yara?
She is going to be going around and looting the bodies.
Okay, so everybody except for Yule, go ahead and give me a perception check then, since everybody was searching.
22.
Okay, so 22, 14, Saadi and Iori.
Give me just a sec.
16. I also have low light vision.
Ooh.
I have no idea if that helps.
That will help, actually. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to whisper everyone, so just give me a moment to type this out.
Yeah.
Righty.
So, let me see. Saadi rolled the highest, so,
Saadi sees all.
Saadi sees God. Okay, I'm gonna take 5 real quick. I have to run to the bathroom.
Alright, so that's what you found. And let me see who got the next highest. That would be Yarra, so. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, how do you whisper people?
/W and then their username. Space username. Alright. And who got the next highest? That would be Iori, so, mhm. And finally, Drin.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Huh. Okay. Alright, so what did I miss? Sorry.
Check your whispers. I sent you something in Roll20.
Yep, I see it.
Where do whispers show up?
It'll be in the
Roll20.
chat log. I'm typing it to you, so just give me one moment.
And it's gonna
Okay.
be highlighted in purple?
Ish.
I also have to say it with a question mark because both he and I are colorblind and both are slightly different.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's highlighted.
You're
Let's just put it
slightly
that
different
way.
flavors of colorblind.
There are. And there's even different flavors of the same colorblindness. So fun.
Yeah, I knew that there were different versions of color blindness. I didn't know that there were different experiences within the same strain of color blindness. I really don't know how to describe this.
Okay. Hold on. Oh! Okay. It looks like that it didn't whisper to you, so let me send that. There we go. Alright, so that's what everybody found over the 10 minutes. So take a moment to look over what I sent you.
Okay. So.
Okay. Starting at the top, Saadi, what are you doing?
Saadi just returns to the middle of the camp, disappointed that she didn't find anyone else. She holds up a bunch of essentially just loot that she happened to find in the other tents. It's a black powder horn, a explosive lesser mine, a lieutenant's one-shot pistol, which she says very clearly that she will keep for herself, and then a lesser healing potion.
Oh, I actually
Uh,
did forget one thing.
oh.
On the lieutenant was a gold ring on her finger that appears to be worth 5 gold pieces. Well, actually, that would be what Yule found. So there we go. And Yule, the lieutenant also had the imported longsword and
And-
studded leather armor.
Really quickly, Saadi would ask to look at the ring, see if she can identify the heraldry.
Oh yeah, Yule definitely hands it over to her.
Mind if I roll a heraldry check on that?
Feel free.
Alright.
Oh, nice.
Okay. You actually determined that the ring is one given to favored servants of certain Nephilim houses. Basically, heavenly servants. And this one is one that apparently was minted or created for the mayor of Water Music Village.
Oh boy.
Understood. And
looks like
Saadi will
Brian-
tell her
Oh,
about this.
Brom, yeah, no, you look around the commander's tent, and it seems that what was there was taken away some time ago. Or
Gotcha.
not too long ago, like very recently, in fact.
Gotcha.
All that was left behind was basically a bed and the letters that you found.
Very good.
Ooh.
Except
letters?
the letters
Mm.
came to me.
Or you both found letters.
Well, keep in mind that since you have control over Drin's yeah,
Okay. Okay.
that's what Drin found. It's just that you don't know about it yet.
Okay.
All right, so Saadi, that's it. Drin, what do you do? What are you doing in the next 10 minutes?
I'll head out towards the middle of the camp and wait for everyone else to congregate so I can tell them what I found.
Okay, so I'll come back to you when everybody else is congregated. Yule?
Yule
The lieutenant is currently clamped down into the stocks.
Yeah, he makes sure that thing is locked tight and that they are stripped of any weapons.
Yep,
As we
the
said.
longsword and the pistol are taken.
Yep. All right, and then once that is done, he moves back towards the group,
Okay.
where Drin is, and leaving
All
leaving Rhyme on guard duty.
Okay. So that's what you found. And Iori, what are you doing?
Iori is going to return to the group, and in one hand is carrying a metal lockbox that is rattling. Apparently has coins in it. In the other hand has harvested foxtails.
Yule is very much just staring at those tails. Fuck.
She sits in front of this person so that they're at roughly eye level, and then I'm gonna lock pick the. I'm going to attempt to pick the lock.
All right, give me a thievery check.
18.
Would you like?
Easy work.
All right,
So,
what's inside?
do you want me to just say it out loud? Well, I'll send it to you.
Oh, you
and
can
by
say
the
it out
way-
loud. She is not making it like a secret.
Okay, so I'll just type in the description. By the way, the lockbox is alchemically strengthened, so that basically it's watertight. Or, excuse me, the glass marble is alchemically strengthened, so it's made of glass. But the box itself is watertight and can carry up to 2,000 coins.
Iori asks, "You get this for harvesting tails?"
You're asking the lieutenant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lieutenant wakes up at that point, stares at you. Only if the boss's boss likes the tail, the wielder of those tails.
Iori begins to feed this person the coins.
Oh!
Could have used those.
It's copper.
No,
We can always
she
get-
not discriminating.
Oh.
Could Saadi intervene at this point?
I mean, sure, but Iori throws some of the coins into their mouth, her mouth, and then you can intervene.
Saadi's just going to stand in front of Iori and say, "We can't get any information out of her if you're doing this."
Oh, don't worry. This won't kill them. I'll make sure.
Saadi just sort of sighs exasperatedly.
I will say, if anyone is worried about the gold, percentage chance she probably got a handful of copper.
Yeah, we'll say it's about
10 copper, maybe?
I'm sorry, I'm giggling.
nine copper.
I'm giggling at the idea of just suddenly feeding someone a handful of pens.
Oh.
Oh, that's
What? What do you want from me?
I want you to eat.
copper's good for you.
Oh god.
No wonder the Seven Rings want you all gone. No wonder the Oni want to take this land away from me.
Delicious
Yule-
coins. She doesn't say the delicious coins in character, but
I know.
take
Yule,
that as a V to V. Oh, here come the coins.
Yule pulls out the pistol that he took from her and puts it to her head. Answer
Actually,
the question.
At this point, Saadi would literally just slap the coins out of Iori's hands, and she would snap at her. "That's enough. Don't torture the worst opponents."
All right, and as Yule puts the pistol up, Drin, are you remaining in the middle, or are you going to be where everyone else is?
I'll remain in the middle.
Okay. So, the lieutenant looks towards you as you put the pistol against her head. What do you say?
Yule just says, "Answer our questions, and we'll make this death of yours."
Hmm? What? Ugh.
I'll answer your questions. What do you want to know? Because it
Where?
doesn't matter.
Oh, Grumpy's audio cut.
It's back.
Okay, welcome back.
Okay. Yule says,
Huh?
What does Yule
Yule
say?
says?
And now Blasties has cut.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god.
What are the odds?
because the death of the Kitsune is an abomination to this world.
Honey, your audio cut.
Right, I just... Right.
Yeah, repeat what you were saying.
Doesn't matter what you... Ugh.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Alright, from the top. It doesn't matter what you think. Tell us where your bosses are. We're gonna cut this snake off at the head and feed it to its own. For the death of these kitsunes is an abomination to this world.
You think you could take on the Seven Rings of Heaven? Just the five of you? And your mutt?
Rhyme,
Rich.
bite their leg.
Bailiff
Right.
whack his pee-pee.
Rhyme bites her leg and she snarls and bites down, doing everything she can to try to resist from yelling out in pain. And she says, "Go with me what you will. I'll gladly tell you where the Seven Rings are if you really truly wish to march to your death."
Is
Seeing
there
that we
bamboo
just
around?
Give me a d20 roll.
Oh, are you going to?
Nope. Sadly.
Okay, what kind of wood is around?
Would I don't know.
Alright, she's just gonna pick up some twigs and start splintering them down using the blade of her axe.
Okay, so while you're doing
Diagonal would
that,
work
she
better.
says,
Hey, I feel I'm going to write something in chat because I don't really feel like acting it out.
Okay.
"Okay,
That's
sure."
fair. We are passionate people. I'm sorry.
I understand.
Brom would have had quite a few suggestions.
So while you're
But-
doing that, she says, "The Seven Rings have many forward camps, but if you mean where the bosses are just outside of the Chuyokai Forest."
Yule unfolds the map. So you mean this point up here? He points to the northernmost of the 3 points of that they have.
And no, that's one of the forward camps, closer to there, in between point and I'm going to mark it on the big map.
Okay.
All right.
You can go ahead and march there to your dooms if you wish. Yep, and you overhear what Saadi says as you're doing what you do. That one, looking at Saadi, has a point. You're all just as vile as the Oni. This is why heaven should rule.
Your heaven wants to slay innocent people.
Also,
Not at all. We wish
just
to
a-
rule.
just a
Go
point.
ahead.
I know it might have sounded like we were I was cackling or giggling. No, that's just me. That's not Yule. Yule is very deathly serious about this. Just making that clear.
Yeah.
Just
Just to verify, is everybody cool with how things are going so far? Just
Yeah.
and this is out of character talk.
oh yeah,
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 Okay.
I'm actually
Yeah.
quite happy with the scene.
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
It's just this is purely Saadi not being one for torture.
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
pretty much.
All right, just making sure. All right, so pressing play back on the scene. You can go there all you like, but the Seven Rings outnumber you by so many. It's an organization that is far too wide for just your small lot.
And you think you're better than the Oni.
I know we're better than the Oni.
And yet you're working with them.
Who said I was working with the Oni Lords?
So you're working for lesser Oni?
I'm done talking. If you're going to end it, just end it.
Iori, she's yours.
They're like a bunch of different like thoughts all happening at once.
Yarra's gonna walk away.
Yule is gonna actually go walk towards the kitsune that they saved, just to make sure they're all right.
Well, Iori had hidden them.
Okay,
But
then never mind.
at this point, I'm gonna say that the Kitsune will actually wander back into camp, and will look at up and say, "I've regained some of my strength. It's not a lot, but I am Dichuchi.
Did you?
And the Kitsune bows his head.
Yule bows back. Please rest. We can talk
Before
later.
you do, Dichuche, I would like you to decide the fate of this one.
While this whole scene is happening, Saadi is just going to go to what's their name again?
Drin?
Drin.
Takuchi?
Dichuchi, yeah.
Saadi's gonna go to Tatuchi and try and give him medical attention.
Okay, so you
Can I
can.
just roll medicine?
Yes, and while you're doing that, Dichuchi looks towards Iori and says, "That one is just a symptom of the problem, not the root cause. It's not worth. It's not worth slaying them, but they will cause harm to others. Make it quick. Make it painless. We are better than the Oni and the so-called Agents of Heaven."
Iori is more than capable of administering that.
Okay, it's quick and painless, and they are done. And with your treat medicine check, you spend some time tending to their wounds. Thankfully, it seems that they weren't like physically beaten. It's like they were just like it left exposed. And the Kitsune explains, when the halfling came in, there was a ward stone, a warding spell surrounding the camp. If you had messed with my bindings before it was broken, or if you had crossed past me into the camp, then the bandits would have been alerted.
So it's a good thing
But
we sent the halfling ahead.
they could have been defused, but that doesn't matter. A day ago, a large group came in. I overheard some of their conversation. They said that a group had killed the one of the agents of heaven that was in a fishing village, and a group of 50 left. Then they put me into the stocks.
Yarra just kind of eyes Iori. Just kind of like, well, at least we have some numbers.
Yes, it's a good sign.
Did we find any paperwork or anything useful while we were here?
Drin!
Well, Jen's over there. You guys.
Drin, would you like to join us?
Is the interrogation done?
Yes.
Yeah, he's dead.
You interrogated her, then killed her.
We got all that we could.
The decision.
Always.
Please forgive. It is uncouth, but the decision was mine. That one would have caused more harm to good people. This was the most merciful thing to do. I made sure. I asked this one, pointing to Iori, to make it painless, because we are better than them.
Very well. I searched what looked to be the commander's tent and found some letters indicating that the bandits that have been sent out have orders to behave in Kirahata and not upset the local Oni governor. I also found letters indicating that they are working for so-called heavenly agents and Nephilim.
Like the mayor.
So that does add. As
Could
I
you
mentioned,
repeat that? Sorry, I wasn't writing this down. Could you repeat that again?
The bandits have orders to behave in Kirahata and not upset the governor. And
What was
they
that
are
about
working.
Nephilim?
They are working for heavenly agents and Nephilim.
Thank you.
Huh. Well, I suppose that's one concern less. I was afraid that they were working with the Oni Lords, but if they are trying to act against Tamami... Tamami is the governor of Kirahata, if you've not met.
We have.
I'm guessing it didn't go well.
Not great.
Did not.
She got bored with us.
Typical.
Something I
Well-
must not understand, and I hope you could clarify. The heavenly agents. One of my mothers, Mommy, is a Nephilim of angelic origin. Why would... This makes no sense to me. What is going on here?
Well,
Why would a
that's actually...
Nephilim do evil?
I mean, they are dichotic. Nephilim are both of the heavens and the hells.
That's why I said one was from the heavenly. My mother, ruler of House Thul, is devilish.
Well,
But these ones are clearly acting on what they believe to be the orders of heaven. Are they enforcing some sort of heavenly order?
that is some... This is Dichuchi talking. That is something I'm not certain about. Not yet. I was investigating this, trying to find... And Dichuchi looks towards Iori and gives a pointed stare as if to as if to say, "Do you vouch for them?"
She yeah, she does.
Very well. I work for an organization, Mizuki Hikari, the Rebellion. I was here to try to find one of our important agents who is going to be attempting to bring a powerful relic back into the woods to assist the dragons in reclaiming Chuye when they were captured and disappeared. And I'm trying to find where they are. And on the way, I found that the Seven Rings bandits were acting in the area, upsetting the fishing villages and towns in this region. I had a feeling that they might have been involved with the Oni Lord, so I went to investigate and was caught.
Looks like we're aiding the rebellion.
Well, if you are friends of the rebellion, then I would be glad to assist you. I'll need rest, though. I can, and they use change Kitsune magic to basically turn themselves into a skinny, lean elf with a little scarf on. I can hide among the normal citizenry.
Among us.
I can hide among us. But I am going to need to get into a town to rest. I know you wish to pursue these bandits, but is there any possibility you could bring me to a town so that I can rest?
Well,
I'm in no shape to follow you. God damn it.
Honestly, Yule looks at the map and where it was marked.
it'd be better if we
There's
go
a
back to town.
I mean, yes, that is actually the fastest route I can see is heading to town.
And she's referring to the one I can't pronounce.
Water Music
Mu-
Village.
Yeah, Water Music Village.
It's easiest back to go back there and then follow the roads.
Minakami Ongaku-Mura?
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
If I overheard parts of the conversation that one said. They are right. You are ill-prepared to be going after the main force. If you're going to go after them, I suggest you gather allies first. At least figure out what their greater goals are.
Even you don't know?
I was caught.
True. Understood.
It's too bad we can't put the Oni and the Seven Rings of Heaven in an arena and then shoot the last one standing.
In either case, I do thank you very, very much. I did manage to hide a few things on my person, and with that, he produces a small satchel that was hidden with Kitsune illusory magic. It's not much, but please take these potions. 2 of them are healing potions, and 1 is an invisibility potion. The green one.
Yule takes the healing potions. Thank you.
And once you divvy up the potions, he'll take the pouch back and says, "I'm keeping this, though. You never know when a pouch is handy. Something to slip things into that I find." In either case, if you're going to take me back to Water Music Village, then I'll remain there. I'll do some investigation, but eventually I'll make my way to Kirahata. Just look for this face, and still in the elf face, and we can talk. I do thank you from the bottom of my heart. The rebellion needs heroes like you.
I'm
Glad that we
here.
were able to help you.
And then he turns and looks towards the camp. Though it may be indulgent, they did keep me here for 2 weeks. Would you allow me to be a bit petty and burn this place to the ground?
I was just thinking that I wish my mother was here. She could do just that with the snap of her finger.
I mean, it's prudent to wipe out any remaining supplies that we cannot take with us.
Agreed.
Very well.
Scorch earth.
Alright, so if the party is going to help out with that, then you spend an hour basically setting everything else to be ablaze, and then burn it down before leaving.
But we're gonna
Sounds good to
leave
me.
the sergeant in the stockade. I'm sorry. That sends a perfect
Yes.
message.
You know what?
Yep.
That's fine
And we-
by me.
And can we
Lieutenant,
make
by the
sure
way.
can we make sure that they have some of the coin in their mouth still?
Yes.
Sure. Just mark off whatever coinage you're leaving their mouth.
That was 6 copper, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that drops us down to... Okay. I can't...
So I'm guessing we're gonna just put that into our.
Yeah. Party fund.
Okay.
All right, I'll do that math.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And with that, I think it's a good place to end the session.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
So everybody, go ahead
Sounds
and give
good to me.
yourself 1 hero point for the top of the next session.
Yeah.
And I already factored in all the XP.
Woohoo.
You have earned 366 XP, which I believe puts you over 1,000.
Correct.
So the way this is mainly for Wandren and Jasper, but the way leveling up works in Pathfinder is that the next level is always 1,000 XP away. Anything that's over 1,000, just go back to 0 and then add it to that.
So how much did we gain? You said
366.
Which puts
It
us
puts
at...
us at 1032.
Yep.
What-
So wait,
1032.
under the Pathfinder system, levels are kind of flat? It's
Well-
always just 1,000?
Yep.
Yeah,
Interesting. Thank you.
easier math, smaller numbers.
Yep.
But yeah. So, obviously, we're going to be skipping next week because things are going on.
Not next
But
week. It's
oh,
the
not
20th.
next week?
It's the week after.
Okay. Well, then, cool. So, we don't have to do it tonight, but anytime before the next session, we can do level ups if you need help. Thankfully, level 2 is easy. It's just change your level number from 1 to 2. It'll do most of the math on its own. And then you pick a skill feat and a
Class feat.
class feat, or a dedication if you're cross-classing. But
Fee, can you just write down the number? Because like every time you said it, my brain glitched.
there. There's how
you.
much XP you gained.
So 30. We only have it's 32 points. Over.
Into level. Yeah, so you're at 32 XP now.
Sweet.
And yep, just put yourself to level 2 and it'll automatically add you up. And if anybody wants help doing it now, we can do it. But since it's the end of the session, do you want to close things out for the stream?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start closing everything out for the stream.
Go for it.
Alright, everybody. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Bye.